I started by applying black gesso and allowing that to dry completely, followed by a thin even coat of liquid clear, and then underpainted with sap green and Van Dyke brown in the corners. I'm going to bring in my fan brush and load it with cad yellow, both sides. And then I want to come in here and I just want to put some color in here in random shapes, random sizes, and just dance that brush around the canvas. Then I want to wipe the tip of my brush off on a paper towel and come in here and do it again. Just random shapes. Again, I wipe the tip of my brush off before I apply color. And that way I'm adding pure color. I'm going to take a clean 2-inch brush and come in here and just pull upwards. And I can blend this to any degree of softness I'd like to. But it gives the illusion of faraway trees. Now I'd like to pull my dark brown down flat, pull across, get a little roll of paint, and come in here and make a rocky shore. And all I'm interested in right now is this outside line. But I want to leave enough paint on the canvas so that there is some texture. I want to take my highlighting mixture, which is just titanium white and dark sienna, and come in here and just very lightly put some highlights on these rocks. But I want to stay fairly dark. Just barely touch the canvas. Now with the brush that I used to pull up the reflections of the trees in the background, I'd like to apply a bit of cad yellow to the same brush and come in here and pull some reflections into the water. Now this is going to dry much darker than you're putting it on, so you can highlight a few areas that you want a little bit brighter and go across and set those right into the painting. I can come in here with my knife and make a few ripples in the water. And a water line with my titanium white and dark sienna mixture and scrub it in. And get some dark colors together and just mix it right on the brush and make a peninsula of land. And then pull those reflections down and straight across to set them in the water. I'm going to take and make a water line with my titanium white and dark sienna mixture. I can make a ripple here and there with this color. I will now take my script liner brush that I've run through some odorless thinner. My Van Dyke Brown came over and got a little bit of my Midnight Black and twist the brush to a point. Now I'd like to come in here and make a few branches, just here and there, wherever you think they should be. I'm going to use that same mixture to come in and make a very, very large tree trunk. And then some smaller ones. And with the dark brush, I'm going to come in here and make another peninsula of land. I'm going to pull down a little bit and come across. Put in another water line. With our fan brush, we'll put in some highlights on this piece of land. With the highlight brush and the cadmium yellow, I'm just going to come in and pull some reflections down and then straight across to set them in. I will take a dark color and put a little island make sure I pull down and straight across. I'm going to put a water line in here. By scrubbing really hard and keeping my knife very level because water is very flat. I want to take my script liner brush and run it through some odorless thinner and then twist my brush to a point and make just a few sticks and twigs on this island. Take that same brush and come in here. I want to make some nice sized trunks. Let's make another one that comes this way. We'll make another branch that goes this way. Now we can take our highlight color and just touch the knife along the front of the tree. And by doing this, we're adding highlights. Then we'll take our blue highlight color, cut across, come up here and set this highlight color in for the back of the trees. Now let's come in and put some highlights on this island. And we'll come down here and kind of reverse those. And pull straight down. And across. across. Script liner brush. And come in here and put some sticks and twigs on this island. Put a tiny piece of land on this corner. Let's put a large tree trunk on this side. And then we can add some branches here and there, just to show some interest. Now with the knife, we can cut across our highlight mixture and come in here and give this tree some highlights just by pressing our brush down and depositing the color. Wipe the knife off and come in here with your low light color and do the same thing. Let's take the same knife, put some Van Dyke brown on it, and make a little path. Come into my highlight color and kind of scrub that in there. And with the highlighting brush, you just come in here and put a few highlights in around the path and set it in. With our 1-inch brush, we're going to pull it through some dark colors and then push it up. Make sure it's loaded very well. And then we'll come in here and we'll make just a few leafy branches. Load the brush up a little bit more. And put a couple on this forward tree as well. And go through some cad yellow and load it really well. And come in here and just highlight some of these branches. Now we'll do the same for the first tree. Pull through some cad yellow, but we'll also put some white in there. Not a lot, just a little, to vary the color. And just sparkle a few more. And we'll come in here and sparkle a few of these too. Take the script liner brush and make a little tree right here. And I'm going to bring out those branches up top just a little bit more. And with that, I think we're finished.